I don't know. I'm like struggling to come up with something for this. But
Hello?
How would you
Can you hear
describe
me?
them?
how would I
Yeah,
explain
sorry.
Hari and Sukhmani to a person who's never heard of them?
Okay,
How
fine.
would I describe them to a stranger? Um,
I think one thing that definitely sets them apart is just the way that they conduct themselves and
it's very few people that have that little spark, not little, huge spark, I would say.
No, they're different because they interact personally with the crowd. Like they seem like an approachable act rather than, you know, just a performance that you have to watch and then that's it.
it's not only about the bride, or it's not only about what the groom wants. So
All generations, old and young.
it's also like parents at some level, and it's also siblings. It's more like a celebration of two
The
families.
connection is not just about hiring an act to do a job.
There are very few artists, there are very few performers that make you feel like a part of their performance.
It's it goes a little beyond that.
You're there with them. And that's the way they make you feel. They make you feel really, really special.
It's just something that kind of puts you into that trance as well.
They're very engaging with the audiences.
Very few artists have that ability, and I think Hari
And a
Sukhmani-
DJ is like one hectic song after the other. This is a very different vibe.
It's almost like you disconnect. You manage to disconnect from like reality for that duration of time.
And they work as a team and they've got good energy and a good rapport on stage.
I don't think anyone needs to. You just need to make them hear one song, and I feel like they'll really want to go for their
Is
gigs.
that the music is what one connects with in a way that goes beyond just a nice song. It also has just like so much sentiment because it's that music or those songs that have been sung through everybody's weddings through generations.
They make it so everyone old and young and old can relate to these songs because these are timeless classics.
there's a weird surprise element with them. Even though they're singing like old folk music, there's still a surprise element to the way they perform it. So I think people don't expect that if they've never heard
It's
them before.
modern. Their stage presence is phenomenal, and then they involve everyone, right? They call out family members from young to old and get them involved in the dancing.
I think that's a massive advantage for them. And also, I think
Live performance by an artist cannot be compared to their recorded music. Their audiences are very big because it's folk music but with a modern twist. So it kind of gets everyone together.
Their performance is just sort of touches the soul. You don't need to know Punjabi or Punjabi music.
the way it's presented, like the music,
And just the way they vibe with the audience.
the performance, the way it goes all together, the blend of two different worlds is what they do very well together.
Thank you so
Sounds
much.
all right.
They sound a
problem.
bit like with any of these cliche responses.
So how are you going to
That's all
put
I
this
want to
together?
say. And wish them all the best always.
What's the story? How is this video coming along?